Greetings, celestial ascending masters of the new earth rising, anchoring in and holding the highest frequency, the highest codes of the golden age, through our sacred vessel, through our rainbow bridges, with our highest integrity and our highest light for all of humanity and for Gaia, Pachamama, Terra Nova Gaia, as she is lifted through this great ascension process. We had some of the most intense waves coming in today, 7-11 coming in. There was reported on the Schumann charts over 50 hertz, 500 hertz, and then intense amplitudes of 11,000 hertz, which could be an anomaly or just could be a manifestation from the higher dimensionals, from our higher selves, to give us clues, to give us signs of this great awakening and preparing us for this powerful eclipse on the 14th and the great solstice coming up on the 21st, 22nd, which I plan on putting out a video in the next couple days on the meditation for the 144,000 on the solstice. So look for that. I'd like to thank everyone for their pledges on Patreon and their donations. I'm about halfway to where I need to be on Patreon to be able to keep bringing these daily transmissions to the world for free. So thank you all for that. And thank you all for your support. If you'd like to support our mission and work for the new earth, you can make a pledge on patreon.com/prime disclosure. Once I get to the point where I can anchor into a home here in Washington State, then I'll be able to put more time and energy into manifesting the Healing Retreat Center and sustainable community. So I'll keep you all up to date on that as it comes to fruition. We're working on funding for that project with our team and some of our Earth Angelic. So thank you all for your support. Now let's jump real quick to the earthquake track. We had over 203 and 1.5 or greater earthquakes in the past 24 hours. The most powerful was a 5.1 in the mid-Indian Ridge. We had multiple activations along the west coast today. One that wasn't too far from where I'm anchoring in, outside of Portland. We'll get to that in a minute. But starting earlier today, Ridgemark, California with a 3.3, the 33 energy, 7 kilometers depth. So we had this 37 into the 73. Then in Argentina, South America, in the foothills of the Sacred Andes Mountains, 5.1, 198 kilometers depth. And then Indonesia, East Java, on the Ring of Fire with the Lemurian energy of 4.1, 550 kilometers depth, very deep. 55 code coming in. East Timor, which is also on the Ring of Fire with a 4.5, the 9 energy, 526 UTC, close to the equator in the Banda Sea. And this was 333 kilometers depth, also very deep, and the 333 encoded within that activation. And then in Argentina, again, further south in the Andes, our sacred Kundalini in the home of our sacred condor, 4.9 with the 13 of the divine feminine, the goddess energy coming in 104 kilometers depth. This was south of the Tropic of Capricorn. And then in the sacred portal, Nicaragua, Central America, 4.3 with the 7 energy. Then south of Fiji, right on the Tropic of Capricorn, 4.3 with the 7 energies, 530 kilometers depth, very deep again. And then in the sacred portal in the Aegean Sea of Greece, 4.5 with the 9, Banda Sea, 4.8 with the 12 energy. Then several activations, Cobb, California, 3.7, California, 3.2. Then again today, Hawthorne, Nevada, 3.0. Oregon was the 3.5 with the 8 energy. Puerto Rico, 3.0, 3.4 with the Atlantean energy coming in. And then right in the heart of Lemuria, the island of Hawaii, 4.1 at 1744 UTC. And this is just south of the Tropic of Cancer. Then in Texas today, a 3.3, 33 energy. Dominican Republic, with Atlantean energy 3.0. Indonesia again with a 4-4, the 44. Then the crown of Lemuria and the Alaska Peninsula 3.5. Anchorage, Alaska 3.5. Sandpoint, Alaska 3.5. The crown is being activated and opened up for the full downloads of the highest order. We'll start our first transmission from Divine Sister of the Light, Rebecca Couch. The Council of Light, be invincible. Dear one, do whatever you can think of to keep your vibe high. This includes anything that makes your heart sing open and your entire body rejoice. For each it is different, but for most it always includes nature, music, dancing, singing, connecting to others, creativity, imagining, inner communion, and especially joy and laughter. This is the best medicine you have, so take it often as necessary. We don't need to tell you that these are the most challenging times of your life, as an unknown threat is being cast upon you like an ominous boogeyman, and so you must do what you did as a child when these imaginary threats loomed. Your mind perpetuates what you feed it, so be extremely vigilant about what you expose yourself to and what you allow to dwell in the sacredness of your mind. Your heart is the most powerful generator on the planet, so use it well and constantly, knowing that it has no bounds. You are a divine spark, and your light is more powerful than any darkness. You are protected and guided at all times if you allow yourself to receive it. This is a solitary battle that takes place in tandem with the unification of all your siblings of the light. You are a spiritual warrior of the light, and the battlefield is consciousness. So be steadfast in your strength. Do not allow anything less than love to dwell in your house, for you are a temple of the divine, sovereign, and true. Know these counts without hesitance, and your security is assured. Stalwart and true, this is you. Use your breath like sacred fuel. Draw it into and from your being with gratitude and reverence, all the while knowing it is your birthright. Let the light codes fill you. Let the power rejuvenate and sustain you. Nothing or no one may restrict or silence you, for you are the voice of God, and so you emanate the power of God, the presence of God, the strength of God, and the wisdom of God. Embody this with your sacred breath and with your sacred knowing of who you are. Really feel this inside the fullness of your being, and when you do, no boogeyman or any size can taunt you. Take your divine charge now. Establish your fail-safe radar utilizing all of your senses, processed by your brain and led by your heart, which only knows truth. Anything less than this will lead you astray, so exert brilliance in this. Be invincible. In the sea of falsehood, trust that from this perspective you will always know the truth and exactly what to do. You will always be guided, always protected, and always victorious. So what else is it that concerns you? From your sovereign presence, nothing can overcome you. Face that dragon until you can ride it. This is the time of the final confrontation, and you know who wins, so see it out. You've got this. In the meantime, we end how we began. Do anything you can to keep your vibe high. Know what works for you in any combination thereof, and do it. You are the light of the world, grandiose and true. You are the light of the world. Is there anything else you need to know? We didn't think so either. With sincere love and honoring, we are the Council of Light within. From heartlight.ca. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Natalie Glasson, Sacred School of Om Na, The Rose of Awakening by Mother Mary. Greetings, beloved children of the light. I am Mother Mary. I hold the vibrations and frequencies of the Divine Mother and the Goddess energies which I distribute throughout the entire world and the entire universe of the Creator. I am more than a mother. I am an expression of the Divine Feminine. I have mastered the many levels of ascension. I understand the universe of the Creator and can navigate through the universe of the Creator in its multiple dimensions. I understand what it is like to exist on the earth, to experience separation and limitations, to experience a disconnection with the Creator, and to work through this to access what is truly yours. the energy, vibration, the wisdom, the presence of the Creator within, and then the joy that comes when you are able to live a life on the earth that is filled with the Creator as you express the Creator through your being. Mother Mary's gift. The gift I wish to share with you today is known as the Rose of Awakening. It is a rose like you might find on the earth. It is filled with the vibrations of the universe of the Creator. It is something that I discovered through my journey throughout the universe of the Creator, a rose which extends from the cosmic level. It holds the vibration of love, freedom, and exploration, whichever form of exploration, whether it is within or outside of yourself, discovering things anew or remembering the truth that is already present. I invite you to sit with me, Mother Mary. Imagine we are sitting together. There is a candle before us, between us. This candle holds the energy of the entire universe of the Creator. It radiates its energy to create a bubble that surrounds us completely. I hold within my hands the rose of awakening, of cosmic vibration, representing love, freedom, and exploration. I place the rose above the flame. Gradually it sinks into the very center of the flame. When you are ready, I invite you to create an intention through exploring my questions. What do you wish to awaken within your being? What do you wish to awaken within your reality? What do you wish to awaken within the world? It is important to take time to contemplate my questions, as your intention requires to be pure, accurate, and precise. If you can create an intention that is transformational, that touches every part of your being, that touches every part of your reality, and touches every part of the world, how amazing that would be. It is possible. It would promote and manifest within your reality love, freedom, and exploration. When you embody love and freedom, you naturally discover all that is the Creator, so you may wish to take time to contemplate your intention. Imagine that you have been waiting lifetimes to create this intention of awakening. It is an extremely important intention that encapsulates everything. When you have created your intention, you can receive the rose of awakening from the flame, place it within your heart chakra, and take time to contemplate the rose and to experience its energy radiating, to be aware of its influence, presence, and healing that begins to take place. You can use the rose of awakening whenever you wish. You can use it multiple times. It is important to remember how sacred and powerful the rose is, with the cosmic vibrations of love, freedom, and discovery. There is a need for you to allow time and space for the energy of awakening to truly integrate into your being and reality. You may begin to notice the presence of love emanating from your being, the presence of freedom integrating into your reality. You may experience that you are discovering so much more than you could possibly imagine. Take time to allow this process to fully integrate into your being. A part of the process is that you recognize the presence of love, freedom, and discovery. I am present, Mother Mary, to assist, to support, to encourage, to embrace you at all times. This is my simple gift to you in this time of ascension. In the presence of love and freedom, allow yourself to awaken. Discover what is necessary for the next stages of your ascension, to be of service to yourself and to be of service to the world. I love you unconditionally, and I thank you. I am Mother Mary. From omna.org. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Elaine de Giorgio. Message from the Syrian High Council. Dear children of the sun, in holy grace we endeavor the blessings upon thee. The prism of light adorns the palaces and temples, and that is you. The connection to the heavenly abodes, the Mother-Father-God continuum, expanding further into the universal spiral of life, and with it and through it you are able to co-create a new universe, and superimpose it onto the one that is presently occupying this time and space continuum. Know that you are not alone working on this endeavor, for not only is your Gaia expanding and changing her vibrations, but all of the universe in which Gaia and human souls dwell. Connection with higher light and grace through the higher heart only will you endeavor to reach the cosmic state of being. We are working with all nations at this time to bridge the golden bridge of unity at this hour. We have heard the clarion call. We are the Syrian High Council connecting through Elaine on this day. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Carolyn, Servant of Yahweh. When there's a will, there's a way. You have completed finding the seed point of third-party karmic cycles with the divine masculine Christ. Victory is ours, beloved. This is cleared on the galactic dimensional reality and layer of your starseed union and our brotherhood of the Galactic Federation of Light and Ground Crew. They are free. Amen. Solidarity is ours. Neutralizing of the third-party interferences that came in the forms of deception, hidden agendas, and degeneration that kept your union bound and separated is happening quickly. 868. This is creating change and movement forward towards your abundant life. Your personal power is restoring as you continue taking leaps of faith forward into new earth. The full birthing of your manifestations are near. Soon many new opportunities will be in your hands. Continue protecting and guarding the sacred rites of passage you are moving through, beloveds. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Leah, Whitehorse, Lua Astrology. Lunar aspects, Mercury in Sagittarius square, Ceres in Pisces. The moon moves into Leo, a colorful, creative sign that brings out our inner king or queen. With Mercury's prickly connection to Ceres, though, the atmosphere feels like a toddler leaping up and down in front of a distracted mother. Pay attention to me, I'm bored. Idle hands find trouble much like a cat knocking every item from the shelf. There's a hunger for excitement and inspiration, but we can't settle on a pastime, interest, or avenue. Thankfully, the moon offers help. Voice what is in your heart, she says, if only to yourself. If you're feeling unseen, unheard, or unfed, give yourself what you need. Shower your inner child with loving praise. Acknowledge what you are yearning for. Support yourself with kindness. It's okay to feel emotionally vulnerable sometimes. Ask for help directly. Take some time off to play. Whisper a prayer for Mother Earth and all her children. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And today from the Archangelic Calendar, Gaia is in Circe's will. Circe, our galaxy, is acting upon the will of the infinite universe. This means that there is more than the hand of divinity here. It's the feet, face, and will as well. This statement is not to be taken lightly. If we were to express this poetically, it means the presence of God is as physical as the ground you walk upon. This is another way of saying we are in a massively upgraded element of spirit. Inner Earth will be very relevant as the blending of many worlds begins. The futuristic society that we all hope for has not manifested as yet, but it is finally on that road. Agartha's Inner Earth's blending of energies truly aids in upgraded reality's advanced mechanics. Many changes may get lost in the shuffle if not paying close attention, but we must remain aware as diligent record keepers. Looking at our timing, we are about a 3D month ahead of the 3D timelines and growing. What we experience here will hit the lower timelines in a little less than a 3D month from now, and what they experience is a much more physical degree than what we did experience. We are at an advantage in this reality set and will experience micro versions of the macro situations that humanity will experience. The evolving galaxy is trying to get a grip on its changes. This time is the most emotional we have ever seen in the galaxy. It will be a predominant factor in what is to come. The most recent jump to 144 hours is by far the best transition we have ever made. It was not just because of our engineering skills, it is also all sentient life's ability to adapt and make changes. Philosophical buffet. What happens when a universe evolves? What does it do? What does the individual micro life forms do within the macro evolution? We are about to find out. So many are on a quest to find someone to love them. The animals of this world with a higher developed cognitive ability are proactive on this quest. This journey applies the most to the animals that choose to stay by humanity's side. It often pondered the morality of keeping a pet until I realized that they are masters in training and have chosen to be there. At this stage of the game, humanity needs to find a common purpose. People wake up, go to work, and labor for years and years, but why? In essence, we work to further humanity, but the fiscal issues took the presidency somehow. To evolve beyond finances, we must unite under a purposeful macro goal. Do not blanket your perception. This person is always right, that person is always wrong. The truth is that good and bad are present in all people, places, and groupings. We must do our best to keep all things out of the boxes of macro titles. We investigated the Utah megalith. It is not of any consequence at this point. It can act as a tuning fork, but is not being used that way at the moment. If we imbue the megalith with rainbow flame and hit the structure, it will radiate the energy of the specific tool you use. It is an excellent idea to cast light imbuements such as peace, love, or health, using this not-so-ancient structure. The other important factor about this structure is that it will mysteriously disappear the same way it suddenly appeared and then reappear again somewhere else. Still, by the time you read this, it would have already happened, and thus any effort is futile. P.S. There is an alternative storyline to the monolith situation, but it comes from another timeline and will not make sense in the context above. It would be incomplete not to mention this and equally insufficient to elaborate further. Legion News. The nicknamed Salamander race is from Leo Minor. They are easily accessible in the ether, but are not very talkative. They are looking to collaborate in many ways, but many star races are nervous about their first contact. We wish for no kind heart to feel trepidation in contacting humanity. Please make all benevolent beings feel welcome if ever given the opportunity. We can assure you that nothing will cause forced vaccines because we have no problem throwing everything and the kitchen sink at this topic. The best possible outcome will come of this, and as mentioned many times, Archangel Ach, Archangel Ea, and Archangel Azrael are on this task directly. They have recently been joined by Archangel Layla, Kali Ma, and Archangel Bath Kol, who are chomping at the bit about this task. There is way too much talk about action and not enough actual motion. It's like the people talking about a dream vacation but never getting around to do it. Procrastination is the thief of time and is humanity's mortal enemy. A distraction is way more dangerous than an obstacle because a distraction acts like your friend and an obstacle is upfront about its intentions. Transitional relevance. When a spirit enters this world, it spends a good deal of time with the biological father and mother before entering the womb. There are no exceptions to this in the natural world. That is not the same in the scientific world. Keep in mind now more than ever, we are in front of a common experience, an experience that transcends all life forms in our reality with a new perspective. This statement should in no way be taken as a sign of calamity when it is simply an affirmation of great changes. Jupiter is about to form an infinity pattern with Saturn, which will appear as an eclipse of sorts. Those of you who subscribe to the electric universe theory will know why this will exponentially increase the energies. This alignment will combine with an intense and renewed full moon, which has become an effective two-way street, being both a ready exit and entrance portal. The Galactic Federation of Light has been very quiet, and there is a new council around, so we have no scruples about nicknaming them the Intergalactic Federation of Light. There is no way to confuse the two. One is here and one is not. We have been very vocal in speaking of Atlantis' metaphysical rising, but not much of Lemuria. The lack of reporting is not due to indifference as much as it is because of lack of activity. That will not be the case as this unit is coming into season to set the ring of fire ablaze. By her resurgence as a supernatural power, there will be a more balanced macro, masculine, and feminine energy of the earth. The balance of the ancient land masses will come to full fruition and manifest in various other ways as well. We do not mean to be aloof about the social changes happening. They are just so minuscule compared to what is going on in the grand scheme of it all. It feels that the obvious is so clear that only a select few are seeing it. Right before the second coma, I had to walk 22 miles in an unfamiliar area. If not for the Lenni Lenape ancestors, I may still be wandering the woods of Pennsylvania. The indigenous ancestors belong on this plane of existence, and thus are as accessible as you and I. The wisdom of the original keepers of the earth should not be underestimated. The tools and assignments for today are in the link in the description below. Today from the Tzolk'in Times, Kin 250, White Electric Dog. The number 3 is called electric, and its keywords are activate, bond, and service. The third day of a wave spell is always a real live wire. This is because day 1 identifies the journey, day 2 considers the obstacles ahead, and day 3 the energy is electrified and things really start to get going, as if a switch has been turned on. Electric is always a fun number regardless of which wave spell it occurs. So much energy comes in very useful if you make use of it. Today is White Dog, which represents love, loyalty, and heart. The energy of a White Dog day is about putting all of your heart into whatever you do, whether it's taking on a huge project or just doing the housework. Love what you do and be loyal to seeing it through to the end. Dogs can be very tenacious and they don't easily give up their bones. Take a leaf out of their book if you want to get it done. The guide today is the White Wizard. The charming enchanter leads today, spellbinding us and guiding us to mysterious places. Expect strange things to happen today, but in a good way. And today, from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, White Electric Dog, Kin 250, for December 2020, Devoted Service, Activating Unconditional Love, 4/12/2020 equal 4/3/22 equal 4/3/4 equal 11 equal 2, 4 Form, Structure, Foundation, Earth Angelic, 3 Holy Trinity, Joy, Creativity, Communication, 22 Master Builder, Architect of Peace, 11 Portal Gate, Polarity, 2 Twins, Partners, Cooperation, 4/3/4 Holy Trinity, Divine Peace Portal, Kin 250 equals 7 Spiritual Magic Code. The 444 code today further emphasizes the building of our new world on a foundation of peace, abundance, and unconditional love for all mankind. Day 3 of the spectacular Yellow Star Wave Spell, where we are awakening our sparkle and using our creativity to attract more beauty, grace, and harmony in our lives so that our lives become a living work of art. Today we are activating our creativity through the power of unconditional love, bonding with kin to express our shiny, bright, starry light through divine service. Tone of creation, electric tone 3 in the emotional realm, action bonding, power activates, essence service. Electric energy provides the ignition or spark for our creativity. It also adds power to anything you are creating today. An extra electrical boost to draw upon. The power of 3 is derived from 2 units merging and creating the third, more powerful entity. This action duplicates the essence of bonding and service that the electric tone provides. Electric energy has a very high emotional charge, so make sure you ground this energy, otherwise it can build up, stressing your nervous system and result in emotional flare-ups and arguments. Today you should contemplate how you can activate your electrical power to send waves of pure charged energy to uplift and awaken others through your acts of love and divine service. First seek God, then look around you to see the team of people walking with you. That is your tribe. Here comes the sun. Today's question is, how can I bond in service with my kin through the power of expressing unconditional love, devotion, and loyalty to my tribe? May you find inner spark fueled within your open heart today. Go forth and express yourself. In Lakek ala Kin, Christina White, Magnetic World Bridger, Kin 66. Kin 250, White Electric Dog. The mantra, the code for today is, I activate in order to love, bonding loyalty. I seal the process of heart with the electric tone of service. I am guided by the power of timelessness. And on this powerful day of in-between timelines, in-between worlds, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. Also, we have a link in the description below the video to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. I'd like to also thank everyone for your support on Patreon. With each pledge we get, we're one step closer to be able to continue our work doing these daily transmissions and many good things to come through Patreon. I'll be doing many classes, teaching, and some live events in the near future once I get a home to anchor into instead of being homeless and living out of hotels, which I'm seeing hopefully will be very soon, at least by January 1st. So we're preparing, and our team is connecting through our live interactions on an app called Discord that you can access once you join, starting at $5 a month. Then we have multiple levels, so we'll be giving out gifts. I'm going to be doing drawings in the next few days on some special gifts. I'll put out a special video for that. So I'd like to thank and welcome Divine Sister of the Light Melinda Farkas for your pledge and support. And I'd like to welcome and thank Divine Sister of the Light Carol Clegg for your pledge and support. If you'd like to support our work and mission of the New Earth, you can make a pledge on patreon.com/Prime Disclosure. Now, yesterday I forgot to shout out and thank several people that sent in contributions. So I'd like to thank Divine Sister of the Light Cecilia Watkins for your donation. I'd like to thank Divine Angel of the Light Patty Kalahar for your donation. I'd like to thank Divine Sister of the Light Mary Stubler for your donation. I'd like to thank Bro Star of the Light Michael Lowry for your donation. And I'd like to thank Divine Sister of the Light Diane Howells for your donation. And I'd like to thank Divine Sister of the Light Susan Eichler for your donation. And Susan, I tried to send you an email in a response to an email you sent me, so let me know. Send me an email if you didn't get it. The one email was bouncing back, so I sent it to your other email. So if you're here this now and you didn't get my email, please send me one with a different email. There was a problem with it. And I'd like to thank Divine Sister of the Light Colleen Hennigan for your donation. So thank you all for your continued support. And we're inching our way closer to be able to bring great things to you, and then in time manifest the Healing Retreat Center, sustainable community. We see many things coming out of this, connecting the crystal children. We see schools, new schools. We see art galleries, many art events, many ceremonies, many things. But that's in time. For now, I'm looking for a home to anchor into. So that's my first priority, and then I can focus my attention and our attention with my Sacred Condor and Soul Star family and manifesting this vision of the Empire of Love, beginning with the first Healing Retreat Center somewhere in Washington State. So thank you all for your support. I'm going to end this today because I've run out of time with a sacred mantra to call on the power of our sacred higher dimensional brother of light, Babaji. So let go into the frequency, into the energy of the sacred mantra. Take a deep breath. Put your awareness in your heart center. Om Shiva Graksha Babaji Og. Om Shiva Graksha Babaji Og. Om Shiva Graksha Babaji Og. We call on the higher dimensional beings of light, love, and truth, our divine bro star of the light, Babaji of the Great White Brotherhood, teaching the masters of the Himalayan mountain range and the masters of the east to bring the truth to the west and the light of the divine source through higher consciousness. So thank all of you. Thank the ascended masters, our teachers, guides, and our angelic teams for supporting us on this great mission of raising the frequency of the collective consciousness of humanity. So have a beautiful and blessed day. Keep walking your sacred path with heart. Beloved beings of light, I love you all. Namaste.